So welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to introduce Sultanxda LineageOS or LineageOS or LOS or however you'd like to pronounce it. So this is the latest version made by Sultan, running Sultan kernel of course. And here we can check if you're on the latest version, and that's the case. So excuse me, I'm a bit sick. So first, I like to start with the kernel always, because the kernel is what drives your phone. So if you have a custom ROM which is focused on features, that's nice, but it won't run nicely if you not have a good custom kernel. So here we got the features which are pretty basic, so you don't get many CPU governors. Here you can of course mess around with the governor tunables if you're into that. Then you've got the input options. So default you see these frequencies here, and the trick of this input boost driver, it's dynamic, so it's much more than just what's written here, but I'll show you that in the feature list in a minute. Then we've got CPU stats, and here you can see that it's utilizing the CPU quite nicely. So, well, yeah, the highest frequency of the small cluster is used a lot, but I also played some games and stuff, so guess it's fine. You can turn off CPU course, of course. Then we've got like the CPU, so it goes down to 133 megahertz, which is great. Saves some juice. You can enable high brightness. Well, not needed. sRGB. So I show you that works. It's sometimes a quirk in some custom ROMs. Double tap to wake enabled. You can't disable it, why ever, but I keep it on always. So yeah, and RAM usage. So you've got like 85% of your RAM is utilized. So this means that this RAM is really making use of the capabilities of this phone. So you've got 6 GB of RAM, which is a ton. And yeah, so well, here you can adjust the vibration strength. It's using Westwood as the default TCP conquestion algorithm. And before we dig into the feature list, I want to show you the XDA thread. Hope I'll be able to find it quickly. So in the meanwhile, I'll keep talking. And yeah, well, I start with my new OnePlus 3 ROM series video because this is easily my favorite ROM. Why? Well, first of all, the stability. This ROM never runs into problems. It's like rock solid, rock stable, and just works. Then the smoothness of the ROM, so it's running smoothly. I'm not using any kernel tweaks or anything similar. So here we have this thread, and there we go. So here comes the feature list. We have ROM features. Based off latest LineageOS 14.1, source root access is not included. So you flash Super SU or Magisk, whatever you prefer. I prefer Super SU, so I flash that one. Auto updates via built-in updater and settings, fast fingerprint unlock, which is like absolutely true. So you can see I turn off the screen, and now I put my finger on the sensor right in 3, 2, 1, and there we are right in. So yeah, it's like working here gorgeously. Yeah, so still recording great. And then we've got a custom camera app featuring photo quality comparable to stock oxygen noise. So here it's like this room is dimly lit, so we might end up with some grainy photos, but well, the result is at least not too shabby, so I won't mess around with the flash light because it doesn't make much sense on a phone camera in my opinion. So anti-shake mode, which works great. Manual ISO control, EIS when recording video at resolutions lower than 4K UHD, working also great. Video HDR mode, anti-banding control, exposure control, denoise control, face detection, HDR, many other manual controls, many other miscellaneous performance and stability improvements under the hood. That's definitely something I can confirm. And now you have, in my opinion, the nice piece of this about this ROM. So the kernel is rebuilt from the ground up using the latest Nougat Snapdragon 820 821 based from Qualcomm CAF, so-called Aurora form. Removed lots of excessive bloat, improved security and performance, improved stability. Several bugs not listed here have been fixed. F2FS support dash charge per safety net bootloader unlock check. Dynamic CPU input boost driver I wrote myself makes the phone feel smooth without destroying battery life. One of my all-time favorite features. Reduced display power consumption. Touchscreen gestures are automatically disabled when the proximity sensor is covered. Improved touchscreen processing latency. Improved audio jack detections. CPU underclock by default. Custom thermal control driver. Westwood, no placebo pledges. Many other miscellaneous improvements. And so, well, this ROM doesn't add much to the list apart from this amazing performance. So we can just do whatever we like with this ROM, throw whatever kind of task we might have on it, and it just continues to work and work and work. It's like pure awesomeness. It's perfection, right? And as you can see, the Wi-Fi is also not affected by some customers on the OnePlus 3 are suffering from connectivity issues. The developers tend to say, well, we show the real signal strengths, but in fact they do, but they're still a lot weaker than what you'd expect out of yeah, good ROM. So if you go to CNN website, here we go. It's loading quickly, as you can see, and yeah, let it load completely. And well, this is like, I agree. Well, this is like smooth, right? So yeah, if I tap on a random article, loads right into the article, and yeah, well, it's like pure smoothness. And you have to bear in mind that I'm recording a video here. So feature-wise, we've all the typical lineage stuff here. You've got some additional stuff. Um, yeah, there you could disable the double tap to wake, by the way. Then we've got like notifications, which is like just standard. So yeah, I won't bother you with these details, but this is just like, yeah, just look how this ROM flies. So we could just open a game, Angry Birds 2, and just as you can, so that you can see that this ROM is like running perfectly, just amazing. And here we go. So it's so this is like an internet thing. How fast the sign-in process works. Or let me kind of see. Nope. Yep. Well, that's better, right? So if we go, I'll just play a single tournament, or so just to show you that it's loading quickly, running smoothly without any hiccups. And yeah, well, here we go. So let's play a game against this guy. Yeah, I won't go through the entire Angry Birds game, no worries. I just wanted to ensure that you get an impression of how this ROM performs, works, and yeah. So here we are using some magic here, and well, it just runs. So like animations are like super smooth. You see every detail you want to see. And well, that's basically what I expect from a ROM. So here, there you have it. This is my conclusion why this ROM by Sultanxda is easily my favorite ROM. The developer is famous for a reason. And yes, so thanks for tuning in. Have a great day and see you in the next one. So just as a little update, I'll keep covering Nougat until Oreo is stable, and I'm planning to buy Pixel 2 or maybe Pixel 2 XL. Not decided yet, and well, yeah, you'll get notified once I unbox that video, unbox that phone. I'll make a video about it, and well, then you can see what the XDA community has puts to the table for this awesome device. So stay tuned for that. Peace.